shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, hittery sight, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found and yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. 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 All right now. You with me? I said, are you with me? Wake up to see my brand new horizon. The world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time. And it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low, shake it low. The new sound has been found. And yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a million. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. I'm born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million.
Tell me what you want and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not giving up, come on, we got nothing left to lose. I've been here from the start, you know I'm not going anywhere. I don't get it, tell me what you want, you can get it. Tied up, bad vibes, bad luck, been swinging like a boomerang. Dried up, all talk, no bite, now we're
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. And a good start on the ground. He gets 8 on the game's opener. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And he will go all the way. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken around the 11. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing to begin is Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
A big gainer for Indianapolis. 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. He'll get this complete. That's Anthony Schwartz. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Indianapolis.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
First carry now for the former Badger Jonathan Taylor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Jaguars' 19-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down. From the gun, Richardson. Quick throw, taken in. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, You're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space, so when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he's going to have that first down. They didn't want to settle for 3, and now it's 1st and goal. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown, Indy.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team 1 possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The drive will start on the ground, and will bring this to about the 34-yard line. Cole Holcomb in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
In barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now a toss, running left, it's Taylor. Oh! He'll dodge one would-be tackler. He'll wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Richardson will give it to Taylor. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Second down and 8. Throwing is Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And they are all over that on defense. Good surge, drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line. They'll go. Richardson. He'll get that one to Taylor. Complete. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Lawrence. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. Second and 7. In motion comes Thomas. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He's going to uncork one. Looking for Wicks. And he will score. Dontavian Wicks. Touchdown, Jaguars. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts at the 13. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll motion over Pierce. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. His throw, a good one. It's caught. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 71 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Now Gay for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Colts will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Lawrence now to throw on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Throwing now on third and long. That is into the hands of Wicks. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Here's Lawrence. He's going to air this out for Davis. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie second, and now he loses the football. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize them up.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Lawrence now on second down. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Jaguars 17, Colts 14.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
Three points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. This is a short kick, returnable from the 13. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. First and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he spins his way into extra yardage. It'll be a pickup of 9. A good run there. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Now Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win. And that's exactly what he did here.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. On the handoff, it's Taylor. And that'll give him the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
It just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First down throw for Lawrence. He's going to uncork one. Looking for Wicks. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second down, Lawrence. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Here's 1st and 10. Richardson to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. On 2nd down, Richard, that's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Chad Muma. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
That's complete to ETN. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter.
24, Colts 21.
There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Throwing is Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you would love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Lawrence to throw for it on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
They'll run here with Taylor. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a game of 8 on the ground.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Play action now. It's Lawrence. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently. Not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They'll drop to throw. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Lawrence. He'll throw it left and has his running back. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
And that 1st down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. How to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They go play action for Lawrence. And he can't hang on. touchdown through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Jaguar first down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Gabe Davis, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a second down.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now a return coming from the 14.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10. Richardson. He's going to look for the home run ball. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. A throw on the move is caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. So here we go. Colts trying to get a little bit closer. They'll go for 2 now. From the gun, Richardson. That'll work. He'll get in for the 2-point conversion. And the deficit is cut down to just 2. A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, and the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second. And they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the 4th. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run it here with ETN. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Now the Jags will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Tarvarius Ward. And the Colts are going to get the football at their own 23.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. He'll look deep, left sideline. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. It's a big play when they needed it the most. A pickup of 44 yards. So out comes Matt Gay in a big spot. This to win the game. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
Well, there's no more pressure-filled spot for a kicker than that one right here, Mike. I mean, it's very simple. You make it, you win. You miss it, you lose. And what's he do? He comes through to not only give his team the lead, but most likely the victory.
Here's 1st down. Here we go. One final play. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win for the Colts. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EA Sports.